Hello, good evening, all of you online guys. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm requesting you. Can you please share your mail IDs and phone numbers in chat box before going to start the session? Priya, Jason, and who is on Dell? So please share your mails and phone numbers in chat box. Okay. So before going to start this demo, we'll see. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Shreedhar. I have a total 10 years of experience in complete database. So I'm working as a level one consultant for databases. I involved in different databases like SQL Server, Oracle, DB2, Teradata. So I have a good experience in different databases. Domains like I involved different domains, banking, insurance, clinical waste management systems. So I involved under domains. That is myself brief. According to this course, we'll see what we are going to be cover, how we are going to be cover, and 5 to 10 minutes. This is all. Then I would like to explain first of all. This course is going to be covered here in deep of SQL part. Yes, this course will take complete total 45 hours. It will take total 45 hours, daily 1 hour session. Monday to Friday. Sessions will run. Saturday is optional. So if you are going to be miss any sessions in Monday to Friday, those we are going to be take it on Saturday based on the availability of my side and your side. We are going to take the sessions 2 Saturdays according to this availability. Then we are going to take the sessions. I am going to be take the sessions. Complete practical oriented sessions it is. So that is completely recap sessions or your doubts, your clarifications, or else for missing sessions. These are all then we are going to plan on Saturday, but Saturday is completely optional. It is. Okay, right. So after the completion of this course, near real time project, we are going to be provide you near real time project. Under this course, these are all the topics we are going to be covered. Two parts will cover here. One is the SQL part. Then second one is called as TSQL part. This one we are saying is a TSQL, transact SQL it is. Two parts is going to be covered in deep. Each and every topic wise materials you will get. Live video sessions. What are the topic or whatever the discussion daily in a class we are going to discuss. That is after the completion of the session. Within 2 3 hours, then that session is going to be uploaded to the drive, and that session is going to be shared with you for your recap purpose and for your practice purpose. And practical documents for each and every topic wise. It's a complete practical oriented sessions only, real time sessions. And after the completion of this, then I'm going to be provide you the material or practical session also additional for to practice yourself. And final, to crack your interviews, then one document prepared by me that is having almost 300 plus queries are existed. Those are all queries. Once if you are going to be practice it before going to attempt the interview. So definitely then you can reach your goals for to crack SQL interviews. So 90% or 90 to 95%, then you can answer the questions once if you practice this document. That is more than sufficient it is. This course is complete purely designed for SQL part only. Pure we are going to be cover SQL development it is. And after the completion of the course, then you can get the experience complete 4 to 5 years. You can place your experience under your resume. So, and also in enterprises, you can work, feel free to, you can work as it is like as a 4 5 years of expert, which the experienced person is doing in enterprise level. The same thing, then we are going to be covered here. So this was the way the course will be covered and materials then like this, then we are going to be provide you each and every topic wise materials, joins, subqueries, and data types, dynamic SQL functions. So like this, each and every topic wise, we are going to be provide you materials we are going to be provide. And along with this additional practical documents for only for the practice purpose. Yourself, you had to be practice all these documents, keys and practicals. Then I will provide you. So these are all practical documents. Then yourself, you have to be practice it. While practice, if you have any queries, then I will help you for to clarify that. This was the practical implementation documents. And then along with this FAQs. So this FAQs document, see this FAQs document. This document is a final document for to prepare for the interviews. See it? To prepare interviews, then we can see this final document. Practical sessions only, complete it is a practical oriented only. Once if you are going to be practice, all topics are going to be covered here. So these are all queries or normal, not a normal questions. And you can't find out these are all questions outside of this. So anywhere else. Myself, I prepared these are all questions based on almost 250 interviews, real interviews. After the observation of this, then myself, I prepared these documents. So this document complete a practical oriented questions. What the interviews are in interview level, what they are going to be asked. So that is all we are mentioned here. Like this, then you will get the document. And also along with this, for each and every topic wise, I am going to be share with you the screenshot. So for to recap the subject anytime, easily if you are expecting to be recap your subject, I'm going to be provide you the screenshots each and every topic wise like this. So then you can recap the subject easily. See here, SQL is not a old technology. SQL is pure mandatory technology for all modern technologies. SQL is a mandatory technology or mandatory skill for all modern technologies. It's not a old technology. It is a fundamental of all modern technologies. Yes, must and should be required. SQL mandatory at least to write queries. See this one, that doesn't matter who are you. So your technology, if your base technology or a fundamental primary skill is Power BI or else a application development or BI development. So or else a ETL development or you are a data scientist or you are a data engineer. Whatever your primary skill is existed, that doesn't matter. But SQL is the backbone of all modern technologies. If we are strong in SQL part, yes, then enterprises also is going to be give you the priority for you. So who have this complete SQL query writing skills? So those guys are going to be prioritized in enterprise also. Today, if you are going to be neglect this SQL, but mandatory once if you are entered into the enterprise, then definitely then we have to get back with the SQL part. So that much of importance is there for the SQL here. So now two demos, free demos we have here today and tomorrow. And first we'll see today the significance of this SQL part only. What is mean by this SQL? Why we need to learn this SQL part? Where we are using this SQL part? Where we are going to be use this SQL? First of all, then we'll see That knowledge, it is a today is completely a theoretical session. Tomorrow, then same time, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. we have a second demo, two free demos. So then tomorrow, then I will explain the complete practical implementation. Today I'm going to be cover. These are all the topics. See, these are all topics. So see now. Introduction to the data and data formats, data storage solutions, and data presence in databases, on-premises and cloud storage. So familiar database vendors and what is SQL. This one we are going to be covered today theoretically. First we'll see this part. Then after tomorrow, then we'll go for the practical implementation it is. Yes. First of all, before going to learn SQL part, must and should we need to learn or we need to watch. So data. If data is not existed, no SQL required, no data science. So no data engineering, no Power BI, no business intelligence tools, no application. Yes, of course. If data is not existed, so enterprise is also, they don't require anything else. So first point number one is data is main important. That is what we should understood about the data. What is mean by the data? Data is a unit of information, or else it is a collection of information. So maybe it's in a format of different formats. The data will be presented nowadays according to the system I am saying. According to the system, the data will be presented in different ways. So how it look like the data means in a numerical format, character format, date and time format, and pure image. Yes, of course, image is also a data. Today, if you are taking a selfie, what is the meaning of the selfie? We know very well about this selfies. Lot of selfies daily we are taking. Yes, what is the meaning of the selfie is today if you are going to be capture an image, then after 6 months or else after 1 year, then we can recap it. So the memories, that is we call it as a image. Image is also describing, yes, image is also the data. It is a describing something here. 10 years back, if we have a image, then now we can see, or today somebody else can watch and then they can recap it 10 years back how they are, so how beautiful they are. Yes, image is also describing, that is also the data in a format of image. Video is also data. Data nowadays populate in multiple ways. Wherever we want to be stored, there we can go and we can store our data. Then what is the question is, see, okay, fine. Data is a collection of information or a unit of information is called as a data. So if we are saying anything about any object, for example, a car color, car model, car CC. So something if we are going to be explain, that is we call it as a information, collective information about that object. Employee ID, employee name, location, address. What is this? Collection of information about the employee. Aadhaar information, driving license, passport information, like this. So what is this collection of information? We call it as a data. It is in a format of three ways. See, structured data, unstructured data, and then semi-structural data. Whatever data it is, that data should be come under total three categories. So data should be come under three categories. See here, one is a structured data, second one is unstructured data. So third one is semi-structural data. Semi-structured data it is. Take any data involved, either a bank data or a clinical data, airlines data, shipping data, or else a small store data, Facebook data, Twitter data, any data. Take any data in a vault that should be come under three formats. What are those? Structured data, unstructured data, semi-structured data. Structured data means it should be in a format of table only. It should be in a format of table. That is mean by the structured data. Yes, we can arrange the data in a format of table format only. We can arrange the data in a format of table. Why? Because it is a fixed data or fixed type of data it is. For example, Aadhaar number. See the Aadhaar number throughout the world. Sorry, Aadhaar number throughout India. It should be in a format of number only. 10 or 140 crores of Aadhaar cards are there in India. All should be populated in a number format only. Otherwise, they are not going to be accepted. All others should be in a format of number. Once if you are defined Aadhaar ID, keep on we can load n number of records. So this one is called as fixed type of data. It's a fixed data. So this type of data only we can arrange in a table format. So that is only we can arrange in a table format. One more. See, for example, unstructured data. What does it mean by this unstructured data means? We cannot arrange this data in a table format. Why? Because suppose take Facebook data or a Twitter data. But we can't arrange this Facebook data in table format. Why? Because frequently it will change. The type of the data frequently it is going to be changed. Obviously, Facebook data, for example, I have in Facebook 500 members, friends. 500 members are existed. Somebody is asking me what they will post next hour. We can't estimate it. They have a right to post anything else. Yes, somebody's are posting images. Somebody is going to be post a audio, video. Yes, their wish it is. Whatever they are expecting to post, they can post it. Frequently, what happened? Data type is changing. Sometimes it is coming in image format. Sometimes it is coming in audio format, text format, like this. If it is coming in a different formats, that type of data we can't arrange in a table format. the type of data then we cannot arrange under table format. So that type of data we call it as a unstructured data, unstructured formatted data it is. Okay, right. Semi-structured data. One more. This is completely semi-structured. Sometimes we can arrange in table format. Sometimes then we can't arrange this in table format. Take any data in a world. The data should be come under three formats: structured, unstructured, and then semi-structural format. Okay. What is mean by the data? Data is collection of information and it is in different formats. Structured, unstructured, semi-structured format. But second point is storage. Yes, this data we are going to be stored according to the system. We are going to be store this data somewhere else. Why we need to store data? That is the point number one. Now we know what is mean by the data. Then why we need to store a data? If you are not going to be store a data, then what happened? So data storage is very important. Today, if you are not stored, tomorrow then we can't say what happened yesterday. If you don't know what happened yesterday, then we cannot estimate what needs to be happen in future. See here, three questions always will raise on data level. Three questions will raise. Suppose, for example, today if you are not taking a selfie, then after 6 months, obviously, then we can't see. So how we are 6 months back? Yes, today if you are not storing about our business, tomorrow then we can't say what happened yesterday. If we don't know what happened yesterday, then we can't estimate what needs to be happened tomorrow. So these three questions are correlated. That is what must ensure data storage is required. Any data, Aadhaar data, after apply this Aadhaar card. Or else after issue, card is issued to one person. If the government is not going to be store card information anywhere else, what happened? Obviously, so what happened is complete. Each and every person is going to be create 10, 20 Aadhaar cards. Why? For different activities. Obviously, why? Because storage is not there. Then they can't refer either it is existed or not. If they don't know either it is existed or not, yes, they will provide one more new card. Like this 10 cards, 20 cards, 30 cards also. So the users can create. Simple example. So that is what must and should. Every data should be stored. Every data to be stored. Today, what is going on? That is needs to be stored in somewhere else. See here, according to the system, outside it is a business bank. We can touch and we can feel the bank. So, or else airlines, shipping, anything. We can feel this business, we can touch the business. But once it is coming to this, once it came to inside of the system, there is no bank here. So, bank data only. There is no airlines here. Airlines data only. There is no shipping here. Shipping data only. Biscuit. Biscuit is not there. Biscuit data it is. Once the data is came to inside of the system, that will be converted into pure data format only. It is going to be converted to complete data format. So two major areas are there to store our data. First one is the files. Second one is databases. See here, this one is completely a file system. And this one is called as a database. We can store our data inside of the file and databases also. First storage area is called as a file. Yes, lot of file formats available today nowadays. Nowadays, lot of file formats are available to store our data. Text file or a document file, Excel file, PPT, PDF, JPEG. JPEG means image format. XML, HTML, like this. Lot of file formats are available. Wherever we want to be stored, there we can store our data. But inside of the file, once if you are going to be store our data in a file format, so it is very toughest part to maintain or to control. Advantages plus disadvantages both are existed. If you are going to be store a data inside of the file, advantage, disadvantage both are existed. What is the advantage and disadvantage means? Advantage is, so data load is very simple. We can load data, copy and paste. Yes, of course. How we are going to be create resumes, CVs. CV is our personal experience exposure document it is. How we are going to be create a CV? First of all, open previous 10 CVs. Those are all not our CVs. Sample CVs. Whatever we are interested, copy and paste it into under our document. Me also, same way. I'm going to be create like this. Copy paste is very simple. Then after one place to other place, if you are expecting to move this file, one place to other place, if you want to move the file, simple, then we can go and we can move, cut and paste it. Cut and paste. See file level data, how the file level data will look like. These are all our files. So many files. These are all our image files. Of course. See now, different files. These are all our files. Document file, PDF file, and then text file, Excel file, extension. Yes, here also the data we can store in a pure Excel format. See this Excel file, text file. Here also something is there. This is also the data. It is saying about SQL. And this is also, see here, PDF format. Data only. Yes, this is called as PPT format. See this one? This one is also PDF format. And see here, this is a PPT format. Yes, in different formats, we can store our data in a different formats. Simple, then we can go and we can store our data. Obviously, but advantage is copy and load is very simple. Then one more is, see here, cut and paste. Cut and paste over here. Wherever we want to be paste, there we can paste it. Paste over here. Simple. So file move is also very simple. Simple, we can cut and we can paste it. That's available for files only. But what was the disadvantage for the file means? Huge volumes of data. Whenever if we have a huge volume of data is existed, lot of records, lakhs of records existed, then these are all files are not suitable to be control data. Heavy data, for example, if it is a small business, not an issue. So complete if it is a bank. 1 second, guys. Please share who are not shared so far your mail IDs, phone numbers. Please share your mails and phone numbers. Then only then we can share with you the basic demo documents and videos. Right, guys. So far is clear. Do you have any questions? Please raise your questions, all of you. Suresh, Priya, who is on Dell. Okay. See, file level advantages and disadvantages both are existed. What was the advantage? Copy paste is very simple. Load is very simple. Data load. And file movement is also very simple. Cut and paste. But huge volumes of data, if you are expecting to store, that is very toughest part here. Why? Because see, Excel file. See this Excel file. Under Excel file, we can store a data in pure table format. It is a sheet. Excel is also one of the file. So more than 1 lakh records or 2 lakhs records, 5 lakhs records. If you are going to be enter in Excel like this, obviously Excel file performance is going to be slower here. Slow down, the Excel will respond. Yes, that is the major disadvantage of files. Huge volumes of data, lot of volumes of data we cannot store or we cannot manage in file format. Best example is, suppose if the business is a small business, take a simple store. One person have a store. simple shop is there, but he is expecting to store transactions in a sense. Yes, daily how many customers are coming and what they are purchasing. Each and everything he want to write in a one place instead of notepad or notebook. Is expecting to write in a format of is expecting to write in Excel file. Yes, according to the system. Why? Because it's a more secure. So if our system is a secure, if our file is secure, our data is also secure. So that he is expecting to write in manually. He can enter everything in a Excel file. But one more example. If it is a small store, less number of transactions will happen. He can do it manually. But one more example is whenever we are coming to the bank, see the bank. Bank is also business, but it is not a simple business. It is lot of transactions will happen in one branch in one city. Simple, one branch in one city. How many transactions will happen? Take one bank in one city. One branch in one city. Bank. How many transactions will happen? Lakhs of transactions. Accounts, loans, insurance, policies. Like this, lot of transactions will happen. So, but not like that. Throughout city, only one branch we are taking here. One branch only. So even if it is a one branch, lakhs of transactions will happen. Throughout the city, crores of transactions will happen. Throughout a complete country, trillions of transactions will happen. Trillions. These are all trillions of transactions if they are expecting to store in a file format like this in Excel file. Suppose, for example, for each and every branch, we are providing one Excel sheet to store a data. How many Excel sheets required to store a data? Crores and crores of Excel sheets. Lakhs of Excel sheets are required to store their data. These are all lakhs of Excel sheets. If they want to control in a business level, how much difficult it is? It's a very toughest part. And also, file system is not capable to store huge volumes of data or a Hadoop volume of data. In one day, if it is a bank, how many transactions will happen? So many transactions will happen. Yes, one branch, lakhs. Complete one city, crores. Throughout a country, so trillions of transactions will happen. Complete trillions of transactions will happen. These are all trillions of transactions if they are expecting to be controlled. So it is a very toughest part it is. And also it's not a simple thing. That is what. And also one more disadvantage is that file to file physical relation we cannot establish. File to file, we cannot establish the physical relation. So that they introduced one more system is called as database. DBMS, database management system. wherever we are going to be store our data, wherever we are going to store our data, that is, we call it as a database. It is that's we are saying as a database. Yes, huge volumes of data we can store. We can store a huge volumes of data. Once today, if you are created account table for the bank, keep on load, keep on we can load n number of records we can load it, n number of records we can load it. So that is what most of this data storages, most of the case the data will be stored in databases only. Years and years and years, if we are expecting to store our data in one place, and if you are going to run smooth, if you are expecting to run smooth, the data, if you are expecting to run smooth, then we can come down for the databases only. Then we can come down for pure databases. Most probably, the data will be presented on major data. Major data will be presented under databases only. The data will be presented most of the case in databases. Yes, obviously, they are expecting you. So, whenever in a business level, huge number of transactions, lot of transactions for bank, clinical, airlines, shipping, so automobiles. So these are all have a lot of transactions. We have a lot of transactions will be there. These are all transactions if they want to store and if they are expecting to be controlled. So that is very toughest part. So that all they are going to be stored in a format of database only. Where they are going to be stored? Simple, they are going to be stored in a database only. Okay, right, fine. Now see here how the file data look likes. File data look like this. So we can store text file data, and the text file we can store like this. And this is a paint. Paint data we can store in a paint file, Excel file, PPT. Yes, PPT is also document. So yes, how I am showing the data. See here, I am showing the data in presentation format. Simple, clear. Yes, this is also the data. I am going to be explain SQL demo in pure presentation format. Complete in a format of presentation. This one is called as text data. But if you are expecting to store data inside of database, database is not going to be support all formats. Only the database is going to be support only two formats of relational databases. Relational databases are all are going to be support here. Two types of formats only. And what are those? Either two-dimensional or multi-dimensional format only. If we are expecting to store our data inside of the database should be in a format of two-dimensional table format. It's a table format it is. So, say now, multi-dimensional format also. We can store our data in multi-dimensional format. Multi-dimensional in a sense. So see here how the data they are going to be arranged like this in a cube format. They are going to be store the data in complete a pure cubical format. Right. This is the way then we can store our data. Most probably the data will be presented inside of database only. The day start onwards, we should work with. So mandatory we should work with. At least we need to touch with the databases only. Why? Because major data is going to be populated inside of this database side only. Major data will populate into databases. That is what must and should we need to learn. There is no skip here for this technology. Must and should we need to learn this database. Then see what is mean by the DB or DBMS, relational database management system. See or not? What is mean by technically? Technically, we are calling databases organized collection of storage. See here. Technically, we said database is nothing but organized collection of data storage is called as a database. Exactly. So, and we need not to manufacture or we need not to invent this database. Already, so many organizations already providing database product. See this one. This one is a product. It is same like as our bikes. How many bikes are available? Lot of bikes are available. Of course, so many bikes are available. So many bikes are available. But all people are not purchasing the same bike. Why? Because according to their requirement, they are going to be purchase this bikes. So many organizations are providing the bike functionality is same. What we can do it, we can travel one place to other place. Simple, we can travel one place to other place, we can travel it. Yes, that is right. Any bike, whatever bike it is, either it is an Activa or else a Royal Enfield or a BMW, any bike it is. Simple, then we can go and we can travel. So one place to other place we can travel it. According to the requirement, which one is a suitable for us, then we can go and we can purchase that bike. All people are not going to be purchase the same bike. Somebody are going to be purchase Activa, somebody are going to be purchase Royal Enfield, and somebody are going to be purchase a BMW. Why it's happened? All bikes with bike, what we can do it, we can travel one place to other place. Then why all people are not purchasing the same bike? Yes, according to the requirement. For example, one person needs to participate in racing, but he purchased Activa. How this guy is going to be participate in racing with Activa? Is it a right bike? No, obviously it's not right bike. how this person is going to be participate in racing with Activa. It's not possible. He need to purchase sports models. But one person requirement is mileage. He is looking for mileage to travel home to office, office to home. But he purchased complete Harley Davidson bike or BMW bike. How this BMW bike is going to be provided mileage? It will not provide. So here also, lot of organizations are providing databases. See like this, Oracle from Oracle Corporation database, SQL Server from Microsoft, Snowflake, PostgreSQL, Teradata, MongoDB, MariaDB, Cassandra. So many databases are available. Whatever we require and means organization. Whatever the organization is required, the organization will decide. With that, they are going to be purchase the license. Then they are going to be use that by they are going to be use that database. For example, Microsoft. Lot of aspects they are going to be observed here. Cost, maintenance, performance. So everything they are going to be verified. Once if they are okay with that tool according to all features, then after they are going to be purchase the license from the corporation. This will happen in reality. Yes, okay, fine. Once if the database is decided, then how can we speak with the database? How can we speak with the database? See, our English, Telugu, Hindi, Tamil, Japanese database can't understood. Why? Because database required one language. That language is called as a pure SQL, structured query language. Yes, best example is I purchased a bike. If I want to use this bike, first a driving is required. Without driving, then how can we use that bike? We can't use it. Same process here also. Okay, database is there. Anything, any operation, if you are expecting to inform to the database, must ensure that request to be in a format of SQL only, structured query language only. Otherwise, database can't understood. So this was introduced by this IBM Corporation in 1970s. Initially, they call it as a SQL, structured English query language. Then after they are included this one into ANSI standards, American National Standard Institution. They are converted to SQL. It is structured query language. It is now we are calling SQL structured query language. Right, fine. So then why this SQL? Why we need to learn? Any operation, if you are expecting to inform to the database, must ensure that request to be in a format of SQL only. That request to be in a format of pure in SQL format. structure, query language format. That's why must and should we need to learn SQL part. Once if you know how to write a queries according to the requirement, then we can speak with any database, relational databases. Yes, once if we learn driving with one bike, then we can go and we can use any bike. Of course, from past 10 years onwards, I'm using Pulsar. Today, I'm expecting to purchase a Royal Enfield. Driving will not vary. Driving is same, but little bit of difficulty will rise. Why? Because it's a heavy bike, double engine, more CC, more speed. So 1 week or 2 weeks, if you are going to be run with, or if you are going to drive with this bike, then obviously we are going to be handle that bike also. The same way here, SQL, once if you know how to write a query, a request, how to send a request to the server, convert our question in pure query format, then we can handle all our DBMS systems, relational database management systems. That is the way then we are going to be learn this SQL part. So SQL is mandatory skill for all technologies. There is no skip for this technology. For all modern technologies, SQL is a mandatory. It's not a old technology. This one is a fundamental skill for all modern technologies. Data science or business intelligence. So, or else say data engineering. For all, this one is mandatory. Yes, we can learn simple, but you can get lot of materials and documents. But those are all documents and materials are not in a proper way. First time or else while learning, must and should be required. One mentor is required, good mentor is required to understand all the concepts and how to prepare this SQL. Otherwise, then 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, if we are going to be attend the demo or not a sessions, if we are going to be attend, we are not going to be get anything else. Confuse. Complete if it is not have a good pattern, definitely then we are going to be confuse the subject so that while learning the proper material and proper guidelines is required so that so one mentor, good mentor is required here. This was the way the sessions will run daily. And tomorrow also we have a second demo. Tomorrow we have a second demo is existed. Then same time, practical implementation, complete pure practical implementation. We'll see how the database look likes and how to write a queries. Practical implementation, then we'll see tomorrow. So if you have any queries, please raise your queries, guys. No queries. Thank you. Thanks for to attend this demo session. So we'll connect tomorrow same time. My team will get back to you, and they are going to be provide you the demo video and content also. Tomorrow, then we have a second demo system. Thank you, all of you guys. Good night.